Thank you very much, members of the press. I'm Honorable Dr. Babu Owino, Member of Parliament for Embakasi East constituency or Republic for those who are staying in Embakasi East. And I want to talk about the matters floods. This is a serious disaster that has consumed property in this nation and has equally consumed lives. We've lost so many lives in different parts of this country, and the way the disaster has been managed is so poor, in a very incompetent way, by the sitting President of the Republic of Kenya, going to various places and announcing that he's going to give 10,000 Kenya shillings to people who have been affected by these floods. I want to ask the President one simple question, that what will 10,000 Kenya shillings do to a person whose house has been swept away, destroyed, to a person whose bed and beddings have been destroyed, to a person whose utensils have been swept away by the flood, to the children who are going to school, whose books and school uniforms have been destroyed by the floods. And how much will 10,000 Kenya shillings do to these people who are supposed to pay rent? And a rent in the slums there's a minimum of 5,000 Kenya shillings. So basically you'll pay the rent and you'll have nothing to eat in these houses. So I'm so disappointed by the PR that the President is using, President Ruto. I'm so ashamed by what you're doing and the cheap PR that you're using to convince Kenyans, going as far as moving to a school-going child, selling bananas along the road, going to buy bananas from this child instead of changing the life of this child permanently, just in the name of promoting business. To a person who sold changa like myself in the early years of my life, I was traumatized by what the President did. Instead of being a source of hope, source of joy, source of life to this little girl who is still in primary school, the President is busy spreading photos of this girl selling bananas and proudly trying to hoodwink Kenyans and sending a smokescreen that is a generous man. Shame on you. That is quite embarrassing in the Republic of Kenya.
Schools are opening on Monday. What's your take on that? Are we ready for opening?
I also must express my disappointment because this idea of school, a nation that cannot educate her citizens, a nation that cannot provide a conducive environment for our children to go to school, that is a government that is as equal as zero. That is no government. And clearly our government has no respect for our school-going children. The President himself does not respect education. He respects other things, but not education. But we know clearly that it is through education that the President made it in life. Were it not for education, he would have never come to Nairobi. Were it not for education, he would have never stolen votes from Azimio. Were it not for education, he would have never been where he is. Therefore, it is because of education that has made the President be where he is, and he must respect education. Saying that you open education without proper measures being put in place, with the current weather that we have that is fluctuating, where there are rainfalls everywhere, these school-going children, they go to school, they have floods, they can't be swept away by these floods. Why can't we be very clear? Why can't we know clearly that the rains will stop? If they will stop from Monday, what has been done so far to the existing schools in terms of clearing the mud in the schools, clearing the conditions, the environment in different schools. We need to be told, not just waking up and saying that, you know, go to school on Monday. And lastly, why would the president declare Friday a national holiday? Why don't we have a plan? This nation is being run like a kiosk. So this is a great disappointment, members of the press. Yes.
Just in a nutshell, in Kiswahili. Pale msinafu tunatumia Kiswahili.
Wacha amalizia ya vyakula. Alafu tuwe na maswali.